Hey, now, so goodness, yes, I'm going to try and stick to goodness and try and realise that, goodness is the ordinary. Goodness is the ordinary voice, it's the ordinary sound of life, it's the ordinary events of life that make goodness. It's what makes goodness. That's not goodness, it's how we perceive it as being goodness. How we actually look at the breakfast cereal in the morning to the nightcap at night, how it is goodness, how it is better than before, because we realise it's goodness. We realise that it's actually what is the meaning of goodness. It's our ordinary lives and our ordinary way of doing things, which is what is goodness. It's just how we perceive them. It's like Alan Watts said, doing the potatoes is just going to be the same whether you're a Zen master or a tramp in the street. Peeling the potatoes will be peeling the potatoes, but it's how you approach that, how you see it as being either goodness or something laborious. And when we can see that is actually what it's actually how everything is. It's actually the voice of everything. Everything has a kind of voice. Everything has a kind of inner voice, which is the goodness we perceive, and that can only be found when we actually realise that it's up to us to do that. No one else can change what we see unless we do it ourselves. Everything is good. We don't need to say, oh, the world needs to have a new leader, or the country needs to have a new leader, or we don't need to worry about that. That is another event, but it is important, but it's got to be put in the right category. First of all, we got to have the goodness of life, and be thankful you're born. Always be thankful you're born. Because when we're thankful for that, we never forget it. Everything we do, we always realise that we're thankful for being born, and for that reason, everything is light. Everything is light. We can lift it, we can move it, we can change it, and we don't have to worry about it. It's light and it's good for that reason. And the same goes for looking at parts of life. If you don't see the pattern to the parts of life, they will not be understood, they will not be realised, they will not be appreciated. So when I look at patterns of life, when I look at a single object, like say I want to listen to someone's voice, I say, or I enjoy the voice, so I say, well, I want to listen to the voice because I enjoy it. So I'm listening to my voice, but I can't hear it, because if I try and single out a word like need, I say need. I need to listen to my voice. I can't actually. If I just single out the word need, I can't understand it, because it doesn't have the way of the voice, which is the way the voice reacts, the way the voice changes, the way the voice moves from one word to the next. So to find one part of the voice, you need to listen to the whole chorus of it. And that is actually the same with breathing as well. To understand the breath, you need to listen to all the breaths. We need to hear how we breathe. We can't understand breath from one breath alone. It doesn't work like that. You can't see that. So to understand a word, to understand the meaning of vocabulary and language, we need to listen to all the words. We need to listen to the whole recital, not just one word. Even though you start with that one word, you say, well, I can actually appreciate the fact that I can relate to that, because it sounds like my own voice. It sounds like something that I would do if I was in that position. It sounds like I would be really grateful if I could make a sound like that. I would be overjoyed if I could be as good as that. So I actually say, well, I breathe like that, so I can actually be that person. I can actually relate to that person 100%, because I also breathe like that. I also do exactly the same as he does or she does, and I can relate to that. Anyway, that's me. Okay, I'll leave it there, and it's a lovely day. God, it's beautiful. Yeah, really beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, and there's a meaning for that. There's a reason for that, but remember, it's part of a pattern. It's part of a pattern. The rain comes, and we see the meaning of the rain when we realise that it makes the flowers grow. You know, the rain makes the flowers grow, and we gotta grow with them and love the rain. Yeah. Okay, I'll catch you later. Have a good Monday, the 18th of March. Yeah.